Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good after, whatever it is, wherever you at. If it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it could be Saturday. What up? This is Unplugged Unfiltered. I'm sitting here with my co-host and engineer, another Guzman, and I'm the host, Nicholas David, a.k.a. New York fucking Neek, and I'm going to run out of a.k.a.s for the week today.
That's a fact. You're going to run out of AKAs by the end of this whole entire season.
But we are back. This is episode 4. Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, if you never listened, this is Unplugged Unfiltered. This is a show where we just talk about some random shit. We talk about dumb shit. We talk about smart shit. We talk about shit you might have heard on the news. Some shit the news is maybe trying to hide. We get a little unplugged. We get a little unfiltered. We just two little Spanish niggas from New York. Like I said, we back at it again. It's been like 3-4 weeks since we recorded, but we sitting here inside the brand new studio, aka my converted bedroom, and we is lit.
Sometimes you gotta take a step back and plan the steps.
Yeah, we just had to like move around. We had to get the studio space right.
We visionaries.
Exactly, visionary. Shout out to visionaries on YouTube. They're teaching me everything I need to know about video editing. If y'all don't know, I'm a video editor, master little engineer. But what's going on? How's everything, my brother?
Everything's good. I mean, the world is always fucked up, so it's always shit to talk about in this lifetime. That's the best part.
Yeah, that's the randomest shit. You could just have a job talking about everything else everybody else is doing nowadays. You don't even have to do shit. Exactly. I can stay home and just talk about what everybody else is doing. What a life. But yo, I don't know where to start. I don't know if I'm going to start with North Korea, South Korea getting back together, or if I'm going to start with Kanye losing his fucking mind for record sales.
That is history right there, though.
I mean, the way it's looking, both of them going to be fucking history with this dumbass generation.
Listen, we don't even want to give Kanye some light right now. Let's talk about North Korea and South Korea, because that is history right there.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
The fact that we can actually go from North Korea to South Korea, like they combined, they're good. They're okay.
But that's what people forget in the first place. They was always one country, and they split up because of us.
That's like Bloods and Crips finally becoming one. That's it. Become one big-ass gang.
We got to be scared, I think, because it's going to be a wrap. And then it's Trump, this new shit that Trump is saying with North Korea, and then they're basically going to keep their weapons. They're not trying to give up their weapons. They say they're going to give them up, but they've said this before. This is not the first time. This is the first time the South Korean president has stepped into their soil.
No, 100%. But they did say that not that they're going to give up their weapons, but they said as long as America promises that they will not invade Korea, then they have no problem. Which I can respect.
But they said that
just
before.
Basically said, nigga, you don't fuck with me, I ain't gonna fuck with you. I
yeah,
respect
it's true.
That shit.
And at the end of the day,
but Trump is over here like, nigga.
I want to ask people, how do y'all think North Korea should have these weapons that we have? You think we got a place to tell other people? Like,
do you think
like, all right, I live on this. I live on this side of the street. I got guns in my crib.
All right.
And I say y'all live on that side of the street. Y'all can't have no guns.
You think that's fair?
No.
Exactly.
I think we not allowed to tell niggas what to do on their side of the street.
All right, I understand but there has to be boundaries. Like, I mean, I gotta feel a little safe. I have a gun and you have a gun.
All right, then we just both got guns and that's it. But exactly. I can't say I could only have the guns.
But
and if you get guns,
to you and I be like, yo, listen, I have a gun, you have a gun, but we can't shoot at each other. You can respect that, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what we have to do.
Saying. So North Korea got guns. We got guns. America got guns. They just said, listen, as long as you promise not to step in our land, then we good. I respect that.
But they're also saying that, they'll denuclearize, and they won't. I don't even know if I said that right, but
maybe you did.
Maybe I did. I feel like I did. I feel like I didn't, though, but they're not going to.
This is not the first time
that one of the presidents have met with another president. This is the first time South Korea president has stepped in North Korean soil in like 30, 40 years, some shit like that. But this don't mean that, hold on. Basically what I'm trying to say is, they've done this before. This gas of we'll give up our weapons. We'll let you see our facilities. We'll show you where we build our nukes, and then we'll slowly de-arm. That's not gonna happen.
100%. But you already know that. So even if they do say that, it's okay. You could say that.
The dark side of this shit that got me tight. You know who's gonna try to take credit for this, right?
America.
Trump. I fixed North Korea. I solved the problem. I got them to get rid of the nukes.
No, that's 100%
I did this. Obama couldn't do it. Bush couldn't do it. The other Bush, Clinton. He's going to go down the line,
and guess what?
line.
This is all going to happen on Twitter.
It's all going to happen on Twitter. He's going to tweet it, North Korea, fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
Exclamation point. Hashtag fixed.
Make America great again.
Make America great again. He's gonna say, I made Korea great again. Like, it's gonna be some wild shit. Like, that's the fucked up part.
That it is
That they're
fucked
gonna
up.
get their shit together. And then that's kind of dangerous too, because now China's gonna be watching. Japan is gonna be a little upset at that, because Japan's our ally over there, and Japan don't fuck with North Korea, because North Korea be launching missiles over Japan like it's nothing. It's kind of fucked up. But I mean, Japan got their shit. They need to start building their own armies back up, and we need to start protecting them too. That's another thing. America, we just so spread the fuck out and so in everybody else's business that it's like, damn, like, we started so much beef everywhere. Now we gotta stay everywhere to make sure niggas can't grow big enough to fuck us up later. Like, we can't. That's like we went to one block and washed everybody up. Now we can't leave and let everybody get back on their brolic shit and then come wash us up.
That we actually try to be the superior? I think that we just are. I think it just happened like that.
No, it ended after World War II. It just so happened it fell in our lap. Boom. We did what we did in Japan. We won against Hitler and them, but that wasn't by ourselves. And then Russia, America became two giant superpowers. We're almost equal. And if people say we're not almost equal or equal, they're stupid. Because Russia has a big fucking military. And Russia got the biggest nuclear bomb in the world. And if y'all don't believe me, y'all could Google that shit. It ain't ours that's the biggest. It's theirs. They got the biggest nuke.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
They
That
got
was
the
pause.
biggest. They got the biggest bomb.
They got the biggest bomb. And that's the wild shit, because we got bombs, bro, that we can't launch. Because if we launch, you get fallout.
But see, I can respect that. I wouldn't want you to launch these big ass toys. Like, you feel me? Like, you can play with these little ass shits. You got little ass missiles. Go ahead, launch some shits over me. As long as you don't kill me or hurt me. Nah, you got these big ass shit, my nigga. Don't play with that. Some stuff you don't even play with, bro. That shit you don't even want to play with.
We play with
Let's
shit
just
like
have
that.
it.
America's fucked up. We play with drones.
Cause we got this big ass red button right here.
If you look at it, we
could
could switch over. We could talk about what's happening in Syria right now and how we had to bomb chemical factories because the Syrian government is using chemical weapons against their own people, and
Yeah,
we're funding the rebels on the low, even if we're not trying to make it seem like we're publicly doing it. We're supporting the rebels, but we're also blowing up people that shouldn't be blown up. We destroyed Syria. If y'all go look at pictures of Syria 12 years ago and Syria now, bro, it's completely different, my nigga. Like,
what's sad part is that it's being documented, but it's being documented on the low. So it's like not really everybody sees all that's happening in Syria. So you really have to search for it in a way.
That's the thing. Like, the news is good at
hiding,
at showing you what they want you to see. We live in an age where if you don't find the information, if I hear something on the news, I start digging. I start looking. I start seeing. I know there's another side. There's another point. There's a conspiracy line in there
100%.
somewhere. There's so much information from so many different ways, and that's up to us to pull that in and decipher it and see what makes sense, see what don't make sense.
It's whatever renaissance with you, like whatever resonates with you. I'm sorry, and like so like if you take it into consideration, if you like it, it's like that. You know, that to you is your truth. Then you're gonna like it. That's what you're gonna run with. So it's true. I feel where you're coming from and shit.
Like, that's the shit with news too. Like, news is like, there's so many news outlets, and people hear one thing on one news channel and run with it. Certain news channels are programmed for certain audiences. CNN's a news channel that's directed at like 60 to 70-year-old white females and males, old white people, because they love CNN. So it's catered to them. Then you got shows like Fox News that's catered to like the Republican base, like,
I feel like it's catered to the
public, conservative view.
To the easy public. I don't know, cause I feel like a lot of people watch Fox 5
yeah,
News.
but Fox 5 always pushing they push to like the ignorant news watcher.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
The person that just counts on what they're gonna say, relies on what they're gonna say, and that's it. A lot of people don't dig in behind extra shit, and they don't check behind. They don't look at. They don't watch like the Young Turks. They don't watch other news like Al Jazeera. They don't watch even BBC. Like, the British news channel be shit. They be showing stories about America.
And if you guys don't know what the Young Turks is, it's a YouTube channel. If you want, you should go look that up and subscribe to it as well. They bring out a lot of news that's underground news that you don't even think about. And then when you start to watch this stuff, you start to think about it, and you'll start to dig and stop watching these fake news outlets and look deeper into what they're actually showing. They're showing you something because you actually are looking at some type of news, but dig deeper because that news is way more deeper than what they're showing you.
Exactly. I always tell everybody that you gotta do if you really want to know, you gotta look. A lot of people don't want to know though. That's what it is about a lot of people don't want to know what's going on in Syria.
They're scared.
They don't really care what's going. I don't even think they just scared. I just think we have a generation that just
I'm not saying that they're all scared.
so out of touch.
I just think that that's a part of it though. Like they're a little scared because if that was to happen in their country, I don't think they even know how to like, what to do in that situation.
I think people just feel because it's not happening in their country, like
They don't need to worry about it.
like even like with Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico came, people cared, and then it went, and then now it's still almost the same. I mean, people are still helping, people are still, but it's not in the news anymore like that. It might pop up once a week in the news.
I mean, I'm not
like
even gonna lie. In my own opinion, I also thought that Puerto Rico was gonna be fine even after that happened because San Juan brings so much money into that island.
It's not that much though. It's not as much as
it's
people
good
would
enough
think.
for them. I mean, to at least
San
build
Juan
up.
is one little place,
And I feel
on
like
a
they'll
big,
probably
big
build
island.
up better since they have
They haven't.
the room
They haven't.
for improvement.
Almost 60% of the island still without electricity.
Oh no, but it's brand new. The natural disaster was brand new. I mean, like in time.
Nah, it's bad. Puerto Rico is bad, and then like the news moved away from it. So, in a lot of people's mind, I'm just trying to show you how the news will make you think everything is okay
No, it's true.
because they don't
Same
talk about
thing.
it no more.
If I could transition over a little bit to Flint, it's the same thing because
Yeah,
Flint was in the news. It had bad water. There was no clean water in Flint, and now it's not in the news. But that doesn't mean it's still not happening.
still bad
There's
water.
still bad water out there. There's still not
dirty
clean water in
Still
Flint.
lead water. They still
which
got
is,
lead in their
crazy.
water.
Like
In Flint. Honestly, and then this go to show that some people gonna say just move. Y'all gotta move. They do gotta move. Now it's the time that y'all gotta give up Flint. If you live in Flint, you gotta move. But it's sad that
you have to
America
do
let us down and that much that people got like, damn, my government ain't gonna fix this shit.
that. Mm-hmm.
It's cause they getting ready to roll though. Like I think a lot of shit they ain't fixing cause ain't no point in fixing it. I don't know, something might happen, some real crazy shit might happen within the next couple of years that all this shit might just be the biggest distraction in the fucking world. Like,
Now let me ask you a question. Like in the sense of that, do you think that that's on us or that's on them? Like I know a lot of people believe in New World Order or whatever, and the militaries will take over. Something big's gonna happen eventually. But I also believe that we are given this community, and there's hundreds of us.
how can we fix pipes? If we just try to go fix sewer lines and shit, they'll lock us up. You don't have a permit to be doing that.
That's true.
You
That's not,
digging
I mean,
in the street.
I know
like,
what you mean there. That in a sense like that,
Like, there's
that's
certain
too
shit
deep.
we have
Yeah,
really
yeah.
no power over. Like
That's
people
true.
be like, oh, we could do it ourselves.
But what I mean is in the sense of that, I mean that's way too deep. I mean in the sense of they gave us this community, right? So we can rent out these apartments. There's hundreds of us. Now, why do we think they own it? There's hundreds of us. Why don't we think we should own
they
this?
do, and
like
no.
we could really run this community.
Yeah, but hundreds of us paid that to one person. One
That's-
person owns this building, or maybe a corporation that owns multiple buildings. But most of the time, it's one person at the top,
That's
or
true.
it's a group of maybe a couple people.
But that's why, to me, like I respect a lot of people that do stuff for their community. Not much in the world. Like you could do stuff for the world, and it's hard to save the world. But it's so much easier to save your community, a group of people.
Yeah, we don't have that community thinking no more. It's especially
don't.
like in the big cities and shit. It's dead ass every man for himself. Niggas trying to get a spot on the train, like, and that's it. And I think everybody has that train. I would put it like that. Like everybody got like a train life mentality nowadays. Like every man for themselves.
So you got that
Everybody's
NCA
just
mind.
trying to swipe in by themselves, get to that money bag, which would be that train. They not worried about who they pushing. They not worried about how crowded. They getting in that train no matter what. There's somebody that need the seat more than them, that need the money more than them. They not looking up. They gonna sit down and keep that seat. Like
That's a fact.
that's how we are nowadays. Like if you get what I'm saying, that's pothead logic, but that's the mentality of people nowadays. Like we don't think for others. It's not a lot of love in this world and compassion as people would think. Like it's
Oh nah, this nigga's going on Kanye. He's Kanye.
I ain't Kanye, nigga. I don't mind. I don't need nobody to love me. Like I ain't searching for nobody approval, my nigga. I don't brush my hair before I go outside. All I do is brush my teeth. That's it. Fuck that.
Nah, but I understand what you mean by the MTA mentality, man. That shit is
Boopity
crazy.
boop, scoopity doopity doop, boopity whoop. What he say? I don't care what nobody said. Kanye tried to get on his Scooby Doo pop pop. He biting, my nigga. He sitting in the house with
That's
a
a
Make
fact.
America Great hat on
My God.
with no vision. J. Cole killed him, man. Like, matter of fact, hold on.
And we can't look away due to the days that he caught our hearts. He's falling apart, but we deny it. Justifying a half-ass shit he dropped, we always fight.
Yeah, so my son J. Cole, he tried to warn us a long time ago, bro. A long time ago, J. Cole tried to tell us about this nigga Kanye. I was trying not to talk about Kanye, but Kanye make my arms itch. Like, he really pissed me the fuck off, because that nigga...
Yo, listen, he makes it really hard to be a fan. Like, you can't... It's just... To watch Kanye transform into what he is right now, it's just...
Kanye was
fucking
like one of the first
heartbreaking.
rappers that
Get
ever
out.
made me not be able to separate the... Like, all right. Like, the rapper, the game. I don't like a lot of his antics and a lot of the, like, funny shit he do, but I know why he do it. I won't even call it funny shit. It's just a lot of the wild shit he do. I don't like a lot of that shit, but I love his music, and I could separate the shit out that shit. He's top 5, easily one of my favorite rappers ever. Like, but then I'll just be like, why he gotta act like that sometimes? But I know why they do it. Kanye is the first person that ever made me think, like, I love this nigga, but I can't fuck with you for saying shit like this. Like, it's hard.
I felt like that was a note to Kanye, just like,
Like,
yo, dear
people
Kanye.
say, oh, like,
that-
why can't we? So it's just his political views. It's more than just your political. My nigga, The Rock is a fucking Republican. I love The Rock.
No, that's way more than his political
I
views.
love it's who you side with, my nigga. Niggas don't realize who you choose to side with show a lot about you. Who you choose to stand next to show a lot about you.
So
Who
let me
you
ask you a
choose to have
question.
kids with show a lot about you. And that's not even knocking him and his wife. That ain't got nothing to do with them and their children. It's just I love both of them little niggas too. This nigga wanted to wear this red fucking hat and ride with this little racist ass president.
Now, in the sense of that, I want to ask a question real quick, because you know how he fucking came out and did that John Legend shit? Did you see that shit?
When he when he outed him,
When he outed him, went through the text?
that was foul.
And then like the next day, he posted a whole video with this guy, and he was like, John Legend's playing the piano. Did you see that video?
yeah, but that
And he
was
said-
before. That
and
wasn't the
then he
next
posted
day.
a pitch. That was no, that was the day after. And then
Yeah, but he posted it the day after.
and then he posted a picture
But
of,
they
them-
talked
of
about
them two
that.
taking a selfie and put agreed to disagree. We
But-
found love. But so now what I'm gonna ask is, now do you think that John Legend's okay for to doing that?
For what?
To now agreeing to disagree, we found love type shit. So now I'm cool with you, Kanye, but should I still be cool with you even though you support Donald Trump?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So how should we feel about John Legend? Do we feel like now you're part of the Donald Trump since he wants to
No,
support
but see, the shit,
Kanye?
all that shit was before that shit happened. That shit happened before the text, and then Kanye put all that shit out, and then this nigga put it out after. But I just think he's just trying to save face for his friend. But he spoke to Ebro. If you listen to the morning show, they called and they spoke about that shit. And he called and he basically was saying, like, when it bothered him, like, he didn't know that shit was gonna happen, but he basically saying he lost. Like, what could we do? Did you even hear even on John Legend? But John Legend, I would even put it too, like, John Legend, he not a nigga. Like, he
It's true.
He Arthur. Like, we love we love Chrissy more than we love John though. Like, Chrissy the whole thug. Like, we love that
That's a
bitch.
fact.
Like, not to call her a bitch, don't beat me up. Like, cause she tough. Like, she'll poison my food. Like, but what's the name? Did you see what's this little nigga? If you seen Vince Staples said that he had went to the Kardashian house. You seen his little message saying he was trying to save Kanye?
Nah, I didn't see that.
He said he basically went to the Kardashian house one day, and his whole mission was to get
Save
Kanye out. He was trying to get Kanye out. So he said he went over there. He said they was around all the Kardashians for mad long. He said Kylie kept calling him other rappers' names. And he said he finally broke away with Kanye, and he was trying to just... He said, I was trying to, like, just speak some pro-black shit. Like, he was talking about Black Panthers and, like, a concept song he wanted to do about it just to get Kanye to talk about it. He said Kanye kept, yeah him. Like, he didn't want to hear none of the shit I was talking about. He said, I felt like he didn't care what the fuck I was talking about. Then he said Kanye asked him some shit like, how you think it would be if Da Vinci had owned Facebook? It was one of those, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, or one of them niggas.
Yeah, I'm
I know it was one of them.
along those
But he
lines.
did ask that. It was along those lines. He asked him if one of them owned Facebook, and Staples was like, "This nigga bugging." Like, so he said finally they go to eat dinner. It's dinner time. They eating dinner. He said everybody started joking. It went from being hella quiet to everybody started joking. They filming. They taking pics. They taking snaps. They laughing with each other. Everybody stops, puts their videos up. It gets quiet. Rob came down, grabbed the plate, went upstairs, Like, he don't fuck with nobody. Everybody got up on the table
I
and
kind of
left.
respect Rob, son. I ain't gonna hold
I
you.
can't lie. I said
Nigga
that
said, I
sound
don't
like a
fuck with
real
nobody, son. Like
but
give me my food and I'm out of here.
but word. And then he said everybody got up and left the food. He said they all got they made it look nice for Instagram, made a family moment for the snaps. And then once they done, they got up, left all that good food on the table and bounced.
Nah.
He said I called the Uber and
I'm
went to
in
Rosecrans. I had me dying. And it's just so funny.
Did he
like
take a plate though?
he said he wasn't touching that shit.
Oh shit, nigga said that shit was poison.
He said that's when he realized this nigga all the way gone. He said at that moment
something
he
in the
realized
food.
Kanye's all the way gone.
There was something in the food. I'm
I
telling
can
you.
imagine just sitting there and you watch people. He said they faked a whole moment, a whole family moment at the dinner table and got up and literally all went their separate ways. And he was like, this family's good. They do it for the money.
That's crazy.
It just make you think like how fucked up the shit could be. Like how fucked up Kanye might be in the head right now. Because he's not. A matter of fact, I
This
won't
is
even
his
say that.
reality right now. He's probably thinking this
It's
is the right thing
it's
to
not
do.
too,
It's
'cause
crazy.
I heard something on the radio the other day that made perfect sense. We forget Kanye didn't grow up in the hood. Kanye grew up middle class. Kanye mom, she wasn't rich, but Kanye mom was not poor.
I think it was more than that
Kanye
too. Though.
grew
It's
up in a
sad,
house,
but,
like-
but Kanye was never talking about the stuff that he's talking about right now. Like to watch Kanye go from really
That's what it is more to
going
it
through,
hurts. Like
graduation day or like late registration.
I hear a lot of
hours.
that. I hear a
That's-
lot of like, damn, what happened for
What happened?
graduation,
That
late
mentality
registration?
is gone. It did a whole 180.
What
which
happens
is
to when he
crazy.
get on, he leave your ass for a white girl, Kanye? Like,
And now we got.
What happened to
I
and-
told you what I am. I'm a god. I'm like.
and
who
the white
fuck
man get
thinks like
paid
that?
off for all of that. What happened, man? Like,
I don't know. Nigga said what happened to the old? Remember the old skits? We broke, flat broke. We
broke.
ain't got it.
we ain't got son. What happened? You ain't lying, boy. We
got
gotta
it
definitely
now.
put those in.
He got it now. He got all the money in the world. He lost all the mind, all the sense in the world. Money can't buy you sense,
Nah, money can't buy you. Nah, you
but
know.
money can make you pick a side.
You know what it is? He just. I think he wants to be. He wants to be something he's not. He wants to be.
What do you think he wants to be?
He want something along with Jay got and something along with Cole got, and he can't have neither.
I feel the same way. I feel like that he's in a bubble because a lot of people are above him, and he doesn't know how to get above that.
Kanye's gonna have to face the fact that you just an artist.
That's it.
You a good artist, a
and
genius.
But if you keep on producing, then
But that's
that's
it.
what you'll be known for. But what you want to be known for something else now. I don't know what it is, but to even consider yourself a god or even like that's just to me
Like
is-
he compares himself to
Alpha male
Walt
to the
Disney
whole
and
sense.
Steve Jobs. You're fucking bugging. Like, you're fucking bugging, my guy. Like that ass, like Steve Jobs, Kanye. What you did to ever be Steve Jobs, bro? You're not fucking Zuckerberg, bro.
he wants to be though.
Like
And I
for
think
real,
that's what it is.
you're not Gary V, my guy. Like chill, like you none of that shit. Like that's the thing with too. Like Gary V is one of those arrogant, like all in your face, tell you the motherfucking truth, and you love him for it because you know he's trying to better your ass and tell you what to do the right shit. Kanye say some shit and it really make you it pisses you off, and it's not
true.
because some people gonna say, oh, why when the black guy says it, oh, you take it some sort of way, but you listen to the white guy. It has nothing to do with that. Like
I'm tired of that.
Kanye puts people
argument.
down. Like Kanye says it in such a way that is rude. Nigga, his own wife. I don't care what y'all say. He tweeted the other day. My wife told me I gotta stop tweeting. She know, like nigga, you saying just chill out. She even right there, she was probably telling y'all, "Alright, babe, I get it. Like, but you gotta chill. Like,
He's wild.
fucking the money up, nigga. Like, she about that bread. When you fucking her bread up, she gonna tell you shut the fuck up. Like, that's one thing. Kim getting to that bag. Like,
Nah, that's true.
Kanye
really,
fucking up the bag.
Kanye's really losing it all right now. And I mean, I don't even know what to say in a sense like that. I can't back nothing like that. But what I want to know is, a good question to that is, why do we keep on entertaining it? Why is he still the center of attention? Why is he getting more followers? Why is he?
Yo,
why
he's
is he
really
getting
in a-
more streams. Like
More stream. He's
what-
in a
what is-
24-hour news cycle right now.
that's to me is what
Along
my
with
question for this
North
world.
Korea, Syria,
We
Kanye
we
West.
entertain this shit.
top 3 news cycle right now.
100%.
And one nigga from Chicago is up there with the North Korean dictator, and then the war in Syria, and then you got Mr. West. at home with a Donald Trump hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention Donald Trump is always the news, but I just don't get it. We entertain the bullshit same way we entertain the Bad Babies, the 6ix9ines, the Boonks. I don't care. The only little nigga I love that be wilding on Instagram is Fat Boy.
Nigga, right?
Fat Boy.
Oh nah.
Fat Boy. I love Fat Boy.
I love the little Dominican nigga. What's that nigga's name?
What's I know you're talking about too.
Yeah,
About?
Everybody know what I'm talking about. I love Dominican nigga.
Yeah, that's my nigga too. Yeah, I ain't no fucking baby. That's my nigga too.
I'm a man.
Other than that, son, I don't fuck with a lot of these niggas, man. Like we entertain these and we make these people famous, and I wouldn't know half of these names if it wasn't for people just tweeting and
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't know why we complain about this stuff that we keep on enlightening.
I think we complain. I don't know about the other stuff, but I think we complain about the Kanye shit because we saw where it started.
No, we are truly sad about Kanye.
We
watch this guy.
We watch him fall.
We're watching him lose himself. Like, come on, get out, Kanye, get out of Kanye. That's what you gotta do. Kanye gotta get out of Kanye.
From the blonde hair, even the way I don't care. Like he tried to make like dirty clothes cool. That's when we should have known this nigga was bugging. He was selling us $800 ripped up hoodies,
and then saying he's gonna make the most affordable brand. You call that affordable?
$800 for one shirt, bro.
Affordable to who? You from Chicago, right? So affordable to your people? Because I'm sure like a lot of your people can't really afford an $800.
A lot of people are saying making $800 a week.
And let me not even say I can't afford because maybe that's a lot. Maybe they can't afford it, but that's not their priority. They got rent to pay. They got other bills. You're making an $800 hoodie. And it's cold outside. I'm trying to buy something. And
I try to that go to another topic. Like I was talking that's the move along, and then we jump on another topic. We leave Kanye ass the fuck alone. But I want to talk about gentrification since we talking about what we make and how poor people are. Like a lot of people don't realize gentrification is a real fucking shit. And like gentrification really affects people. And people just tell you, oh, just get a better job and do better in life. Ain't gonna be a better job for 8. When you show up to an interview, my nigga, it's 10 other niggas there too that want that job.
Real quick before we keep on getting like further into this conversation, and just give me a little definition of gentrification.
Gentrification is when they start moving people from a different ethnic group into a neighborhood. Then they try to fix it up once they get there. A neighborhood that was ignored and neglected before they got there. A neighborhood that was dirty, a neighborhood that was crime-ridden, a neighborhood that nobody gave a fuck about fixing up, that people living in fear.
Why'd you say that in the first place? Nigga saying big-ass words.
Because I don't have to, because people should know what these words mean. And people,
now you're trying to get
people
me.
Try to, like, ignore it and try to make it seem like this shit don't happen. And they say, oh, you should just get a better job. Everybody can't get a better job. There's 100%. People are gonna be poor. There's always gonna be poor people, and as long as there's always poor people, America has the duty to make sure that these poor people aren't living in some weak ass conditions. This is not a third world country, and people say, "Oh, it's not up to America to make sure we good." Yes, the fuck it is. It's fucked up, my nigga. So everybody can't make.
We are the country.
People say, "Oh, rent'll be fucking $2,000 for a 1-bedroom in the Bronx in a couple years." Everybody don't make $2,000 or will make $2,000. And it's fucked up to think that. Remember, there's always somebody that got to work in the store. There's always somebody that got to work in the sneaker store. There's always somebody. Y'all niggas, what y'all think? Everybody's going to get a good fucking job? If everybody had a great job, y'all ass to never be able to go outside and get anything because everybody be at the good job. You're going Dunkin' Donuts and it be empty. You're going.
I agree and understand that mentality because, like, not for nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't live in a perfect world. Everybody wants to fight for this perfect world, but and
my shit is not even trying to get the perfect world. My shit is saying that I feel like the government provides public housing and free, and then the government provides Section 8 and subsidies in neighborhoods that are poor but aren't the projects. Most of the apartments are Section 8 and shit, or they're people like with low income or disability. That doesn't mean like the owners of those buildings should be allowed to let them get fucked up and the government leaves it alone. Because if it happens in these buildings downtown where people got money, shit get fixed quick.
Nah, that's true.
People don't play with shit.
I also think that we don't really know much and we don't know how to like move. Like for example, what I'm trying to say is I know a lot of people don't know that in Manhattan there's these nice buildings downtown, and they're all over the downtown. You can just search them if you want. But they're like different streets, and some of these buildings allow Section 8. because
No, all of them have to. Every single
Not all of them, because some of
every
them
single apartment building in America and New York City has to allow 10%. What's the name?
Only if you want the city to pay for some of your rent. That's what I learned. Like,
No,
if you do
every
that,
building
if you
in New
allow
York
some
City has
Section
to
8
have low income. By law, every building every
what I-
apartment building in New York City has to have
I have to look that
a
up
portion
a little bit, so
low
I
income.
can get more information on that.
So
but
there's
I do,
always
I do
gonna be
know
I understand. That's the lottery shit. Oh, you can get a nice apartment in this building.
Nah, but that's not what I mean. What I'm
like,
trying to say is I have learned that some buildings allow it, because if you do that, then now the city can now pay off some of your rent. You're now allowing the city to pay off some of your stuff, which is why
I'm not
they do
talking
that.
about this.
But I don't think they all need that.
No, I'm not saying they need the city. I'm saying that the city allows them. Not even saying that they take like a private apartment, like a private building takes money from people. They still get Section 8 money. They still get this money, or they still got people there, a small percentage. Remember, there's white people that live in these buildings that are old that ain't got no fucking money. That they just live on Section 8 and other shit. But because there's no issue, there's no problem, and they don't get kicked out. Like, they're fine there. But I'm saying is that the government allows these people, these private owned companies that own neighborhoods, that own blocks. There's private companies that own blocks.
Well, I don't know. You
in
went
the
off topic,
Bronx.
but what I was trying to basically say was, I feel like a lot of our people don't know that some of the buildings allow this Section 8 stuff, and they can live in these beautiful buildings.
A lot of
downtown.
people do know that.
I know a lot of people who don't know that, though. Maybe people that you know, but I know a lot of people who do not know that information.
But-
and then when they learn it,
But there's
they
only
try
a small percentage that they're allowed to live in those buildings.
regardless of
10%.
the same.
It's a small. But even no, that's not what we shouldn't have to go to these other neighborhoods that are beautiful. It's like, damn, why don't they try to help us fix our shit up? That's my point. But they don't try to help us fix our shit up till they start gentrifying our neighborhoods.
No, I understand what you're saying.
So fucking have you been down to over the bridge? What's this shit by Hunts Point now? Not Hunts Point. By 136 and shit in the Bronx now.
Yes,
Williams
East
Avenue and
138th
shit.
Street. I know what you're
Williams
talking about.
Avenue, all them new
across
spots
the
and
bridge. If
shit.
you go across the bridge, it's beautiful buildings now. But I know people
Now
who
the
live in
rent
that,
is rising.
Like my friend Melissa.
It's bad over
lives
there,
in
though.
that building. A beautiful building out there. She lives
Mhm.
in it, and they get a lot of Section 8, and she pays low rent. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
But no,
we're still
no,
living there
that's
too.
the small. That's where gentrification starts. That's the start of now you notice there's bars popping up. Now if you you go online and try to find an apartment over there, the rent is retarded.
But you
If
can
it's not Section 8
I
or
know
low
what you mean.
income.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can't afford it, but we can't.
But
some
now they're
people can.
fixing up the neighborhoods. Oh, yes, some people can. But that shit is designed to move us out our neighborhoods. That's the shit I'm saying. Like, it's
That's
fucked
true.
up that they let gentrification come in and we have to move out. And they don't fix our shit so while we there. But once they start to push out, they start fixing it up. It's becoming beautiful over there on 138th Street. That shit looked like the fucking dungeon 10 years ago. Like, you
Yeah.
were scared to get raped over there
It
and
is
snatched
beautiful.
up.
But you have to go across the bridge. Once you
Like-
go across that other bridge, it's still the hood.
Nah,
Police department
yeah.
right there.
It's still the hood now, but that's what gentrification is. That's how it starts.
Mhm.
It starts little by little by little. Now they call downtown Brooklyn Dumbo. That's how it is. Now they're trying to call East Harlem Soha.
Yep.
They're literally trying
I've
to call
seen
East
that.
Harlem Soha. It's bad as hell in East Harlem still, like, but there's beautiful ass buildings there, bro. That the rent is $1,800 for a studio, but they got Section 8 people there, cause that's how it's supposed to be. So it's mixed in. But now they get picky and choosy about their Section 8. And people gotta remember, everybody don't get Section 8. Section 8 ain't easy to fucking get. It ain't easy to get at all. Like, niggas be on Section 8 list for fucking
It's a lot
4
of people.
years. 4 or 5 years. And then if you get Section 8, you can't make a certain amount of money. You can't do shit. That's one thing that I feel people need to back the fuck off, and we need to start going to work and shit. And really
But-
start working. But then
That's kind of controversial.
no, but I'm gonna say also that it's fucked up that the wages that we'll be able to make won't ever add up to how much they keep raising these rents.
But so what do you think is a solution to us?
I think they need to control our rent should be stabilized in a lot of our neighborhoods.
Rent
Like,
control.
Our rent should be controlled. We shouldn't be paying $2,400 for 2 bedrooms in Washington Heights or in Harlem or in Brooklyn. Like, that's fucked up. Like, this ain't middle of the downtown. Like, this is our neighborhoods.
But you know, a lot of buildings do have rent control, but you have to live there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
Like,
only
and then
thing.
once that person moves out, that shit is over.
Yep, exactly.
So that shit goes to market value.
Yep, they were waiting for you.
They
to
just
move out.
waiting on niggas to die and move out. They
Mhm.
even trying to make laws that they can't pass down rent control apartments no more. because it's like, all right, y'all niggas done had this $600 apartment for 80 years already. Nigga upstairs paying $3,000 for his shit. Like
Facts,
same
100%.
apartment.
Which isn't fair.
It's kind of
But
not like.
That's the building's fault
But
too.
ranking, it's the market's fault. It's the city's fault for letting that shit get out of control.
Yeah,
That's
100%. I mean, even if you try to get
see, this is the part where government's supposed to be government. Like, but they don't be government. This is when you need government to govern. Like, and be like, listen, all right, this got to be done this way. Y'all can't do that. That's fucked up to the people. Like, nah, where they gonna go? They pushing us to fucking Connecticut.
But you don't feel like we have too much people? Like, it's hard to save everybody.
You can't save everybody.
That goes back to what we were saying about
that's
what
I'm saying. You can't save everybody. Everybody can't make a great job, but at least our government could do is provide a good place for us to live. That's the least they could fucking do for us.
So can we though? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, not saying us in a sense. I'm not saying go get a better job, because it really is hard for us to get a better job.
I'm talking in a better place to live. I'm talking strictly. I'm talking housing. I'm talking.
Let me finish though.
Library.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not trying to say go get a better job, because it really is sometimes hard for us to go get a better job depending on who you are, but and how they label you. But what I'm trying to say is maybe somebody in our community can be a leader to help us out. You know, like, that's what I'm trying to say. People need to we need to have some type of leader in communities. A lot of us, because the leaders, we lack leadership. Not everybody could be a leader. Some people have to follow that leader. Yeah, we do.
Like, there is leadership if people look for it. But what I'm talking about, people can't be happy living in slums.
No, 100%.
A lot of these neighborhoods that they change over and they convert to look beautiful, and the mentality changes. The next generation starts to change, and the mindset starts to change. And people eventually start to be those people that get better jobs, that actually go to school.
But that's how that's how it's supposed to go. Like, do you believe somebody? Not everybody's supposed to live in the slums. 100%. Nobody wants to live in the slums. I know
it's not everybody. I'm talking about in America. Nobody should live in slums in America. We spend $20 billion on one ship. Nobody should live in fucking America poor.
And you know what's a bad thing too? Where you have to realize too. All right, this is like a section around Hunts Point that's beautiful now. They have beautiful buildings around Hunts Point, and it's around the hood though. When they put up these beautiful buildings, we fuck it up. Why should we vandalize new buildings? Why do we do that? And that's just something that's in us. So if they do give us good shit, why do we fuck it up?
That's not everybody that fucks it up.
That's not everybody, 100%. But some people that live there are fucking up. But see,
that's the mentality. But eventually, that shit fades out. Because it started like that in the east side. A lot of these new buildings were getting fucked up. But they kept fixing them. And now a lot of them don't get fucked up as much no more. It's because the mentality is changing. That's what I'm saying. Like, they built a brand new fucking library over there. They built a brand new center that got a big ass gym, that got basketball courts. There's actually something to do. There's places for these little niggas to go and go play ball with older niggas that are 30 years old, 40 years old, that are fucking teachers, that are policemen, that are other shit.
It goes to government, but it also goes to mayor too, because our mayors are supposed to be taking care of.
But when I mean government, I mean city government.
Yeah.
I mean our government, our city. That's what I mean. I mean local right away. That's what I'm saying. Like, and the local don't do enough for us at all. Like, our shit. And people try to say, oh, just get a better job and move out. All right, get a better job and move out, and then go live in this neighborhood that I gotta pay these fucking retarded ass rents, when a nigga next to me is making 140 and I might be making 80. But yet I gotta come move here and struggle for mad long. And then these other neighborhoods fall apart until it's time for white people to move in. They let them fall the fuck apart all the time. But do you
also feel, I don't want to say do you also feel like they treated better? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe that stuff was already there. They were building new things, and then the people were vandalizing it. And now new people are moving in. They're still building new things, but those people aren't vandalizing that property, so it still looks nice. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe it's a people thing too. People mess up their own good things.
Yeah, that's true too. People do mess up a lot of their shit. But all that shit come from lack of education. All that shit come from already growing up in a fucked up environment.
100%. Culture and like I said,
that shit takes time to be worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And like the government, all that shit is an investment. What you think? These people that's buying these fucking bum ass buildings in these whack ass neighborhoods, they not seeing that shit right now. They seeing that shit 10 years from now.
Yeah, it's true.
Why our local government don't take that investment with us? And it comes back to the point that I always get to. They don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. That's why. And then it's fucked up that you gotta have that mentality that, oh, this is why. Oh, you just need to get a better job.
They drove you to that mentality.
And move out, and we get pushed to that because like that's the only way really. Because we already been accepted in our mind like a long time ago that they ain't fixing our shit up. So we gotta move. Exactly, we gotta move out this.
They
shit.
here for them.
Exactly. They already got their shit together. Like, if you don't, you got to catch up to them. And then once you accept that, I guess you do move on from that shit and you do realize. But I just wanted to say that was fucked up. And, like, really thinking about, I was watching something on the news with gentrification. They was just showing Queens. They were showing Brooklyn. They were showing Bronx. They were showing Washington Heights. They were showing East Harlem. But Brooklyn has it the worst. Like, Brooklyn is really fucking changing, which could be good sometimes too, but it's not good when you push us out.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in to fix our neighborhoods and make it better, I don't care about the white people. I don't mind white people. I like white people. They could move in, but then white people can't be calling the cops on us because we outside listening to our music at 4 a.m. We've been doing this forever.
That's 100%.
This is what we do. I understand, but then we need to get to the point where we don't destroy our own shit. If our shit is getting built brand new and we pissing in the elevators and shit, that's fucked up. And that showed a fucked up mentality that we got buried in our head already. But we gonna move on and get to the next topic.
But sometimes it ain't just the government. It is us, too. We fucked up people.
It is us, too.
But we gotta learn how to treat our shit better.
We do, but... I think it's Tekashi. Yo, speaking of Tekashi, did you catch that new Joe Budden show, The Pull-Up, son?
I did catch that show. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Joe Budden, so I just want to say that. But I do like this show. This show is, to me, was like a different turn or different spin on a video show for YouTube. And regardless of the people they had, I just feel like it was all natural setting, natural conversation. It was all just. It all just vibed more than it was just like.
Nah, it was good. I really liked it. I feel like Joe Budden and C the God are definitely content gods. Like, they definitely like real kings of creating content. Like, they geniuses behind what they do. Like, Joe Budden, like, it's not for nothing. This man he's a smart ass man. Like, you may not like him. Like, there's times I can't stand his fucking ass, and there's times he make me laugh my ass off. Same shit with Charlamagne.
Facts.
But like, one thing with Joe is like he's one of the first rappers I ever seen like really using the internet. Joe Budden TV, which is his YouTube channel, is old as hell. Mm-hmm. He's had it forever. Like,
I mean, you seen the first episode? They were cutting ass on his hits. He said, but that shit went platinum. That was your shit. Like,
that's exactly like. And then the shit is with Joe, like. Him getting all those people together like Mano and a Wayno and a Casanova and a Charlamagne and him in the room, like, and then the other people they had on the panel. Then to do the next show, it's good. Like, we need that in hip hop, and this is like the perfect replacement for Everyday Struggle, which I loved until Joe Budden left, because Academics and Nadeska couldn't hold the convo with me. Like, Wayno came and he helped out a little bit, but nah.
You can hate Joe Budden all you want, but he is an intellectual
He's entertaining
person, and he does his thing.
He gives us out of hip hop that we need. Like,
he don't do things without a plan. You can watch the way he moves. He's actually intellectual. He thinks about the shit that he does. He thinks about the shit that he says. He doesn't just say things just to say it too. So I would never hate nobody. I could just dislike certain things that he does here and there, but I can't hold anybody for who they are. Niggas hate LeBron, but LeBron does what he does. He goes out and delivers every single time. So you can hate anybody you want. Nah, Joe Budden did his thing with this pull-up show, and if you didn't check it out, you should go check it out real quick. The first episode was hilarious. What you think about that first episode?
It was good, but Casanova talked too much. I love that nigga OD, like, but damn,
that shit
bro.
was entertainment. I ain't gonna hold you.
I felt like you could. It's not he talked too much. It's you gotta let other people speak. I felt like a lot of gems that I wanted to hear from other people were just overshadowed because he was telling a story, which his stories were good. I was listening to his stories. He can entertain the shit out of a room. A lot of his jail stories is shit I could listen to, is shit I've heard. I got cousins, I got friends that are right in jail. Like, I understand, but it's like there was gems at that table that I needed to hear, and I felt like maybe he could have benefited to hear. Don't knock my teeth out, please. Like, don't knock my teeth out. Like, I love you, OD.
What this nigga no sense to? Ain't nobody over here tripping.
So I remember I saw you at Tax Podcast live, and you had the cheetah print shirt on, and you had an ankle monitor with the big ass chain, and I was like, this big Brooklyn nigga look like he ready to kill somebody. Me and my sister was looking, and then next thing you know, he had the niggas try to catch me in the drop.
Boom, boom, boom.
And we was rocking, that shit came out, and I was listening to that shit in Miami before anybody ever heard this shit, and I played that shit for like probably 5 weekends straight.
That shit was fire.
And then you dropped that snippet with the Don't Lie Me, and I listened to that 1 minute snippet probably for a month and a half till you dropped the real fucking song. Like, I was so tight when you was in the studio screaming, "Oh, niggas trying to lie me."
Nah, he definitely could have benefited from that table. That table had a lot of older gentlemen in there that, probably could have spit out some really good gems.
Exactly, because from my understanding, Casanova's 31 years old. So 31 years old, I felt like there's people at that table he could have, like, listened to. He could have, like, caught knowledge. And he's a good person, not for nothing to have around, because he'll never bite his tongue. But I feel he just needs to, like, listen more.
100%. I also feel like he's not...
Maybe he's not trained enough for it yet. He hasn't been media trained too much.
I feel like he's not really he's kind of wise himself. You know what I mean? Like, although he's only 29 years old, I feel like he's kind of understanding the craft as well. Maybe not.
He's picking it up as he goes along.
Craft. Yeah, like when this nigga Wayne was talking about New York rappers and how New York rappers ain't talking about nothing, and he was like, "Yo, Casanova, you my boy, but you're not talking about nothing." And he's like, "I talk about something. It probably don't resonate to you." But I talk about something. Like, I talk about something for me. Like, so, like, that's what I was trying to say too. He not, when he said that, I was like, this nigga's not dumb. Like,
talk about something.
He know what he's doing. He's a little wise, but he's just going to his crowd. He know who his crowd is.
I feel like I missed so much gem. I feel like Mano had so much knowledge
he
to
always
drop.
Do.
Like, I felt like he was getting cut off from saying so much shit that we could have heard him and like, damn, gem.
Facts.
Even I liked when Casanova like came at Charlemagne and checked him on how like 6ix9ine did like got the best of him on that shit when he came to the Breakfast Club and shit. But then even Charlemagne said it like he don't care. He too old for this shit. A couple gems Mano dropped with the 6ix9ine saying that we judge 6ix9ine, but we don't judge all these other people. There was before 6ix9ine, there was 68 of these other little niggas running around wild retarded, and we didn't say nothing to them.
We still ain't judging this Cash Me Outside girl. Like, she's over here doing the same thing. And then if she typed, like, low-key beats with the nigga and shit, with Tekashi over something, I don't even know what it was. But
sideways. I don't even know. I saw the little shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. I just feel like this music shit is easy to perfect sometimes. And a lot of people are just taking advantage of that and that platform and, like, just running with it. So, like...
Nah, a lot of times nowadays, like, it's just... That's why I like this show to pull up, because it's... You're going to see a lot of, like, different perspectives on music. And then the second episode, the way they got in depth about Kanye and the way they talked about certain shit, like, I really fuck with this show. Like, I like shows like this where there's multiple people with multiple personalities, multiple views on different things, all talking and screaming over each other, because that's how the fuck it should be. Like, you're not going to learn but working with somebody you don't agree with, or working with somebody you agree with all the time.
Facts. You need to sometimes... get a different point of view.
Exactly. You can't always agree with the person, or if you do, y'all niggas just gonna be the same two niggas. Y'all never gonna challenge each other on shit. Y'all never gonna learn different shit. Y'all just gonna be two niggas agreeing with each other all day, and you can't have that. You have to have different people with different views around you. And people could say, "Oh, so why you hate Kanye? He got a different view, cause he viewing shit with the niggas we don't fuck with." And I don't like the nigga he view the shit with. I don't like his man's views. So if that's your man's, I don't like you.
That's
what people need to understand. Joe Budden said some shit. Yo, Joe Budden said some shit in that second pull up episode to the Aryan dude. Like, I need to make you understand why niggas like me don't like niggas like him, and niggas like you don't understand why niggas like me don't like niggas like him. There's a reason why. There's people that be like, "Oh, you don't like Kanye for his views."
Only niggas who understand anything you just said right now was New York niggas.
Nah, the niggas like me understood what I said, and the niggas like them that understand niggas like that. We don't fuck with Kanye.
It's a New York shit.
That ass, like, you can't. It's like once you become the nigga. Come on, all the shit Trump said and shit. But that's off topic. But Anyway, but the pull up definitely, y'all gotta check the pull up out. That was definitely a good show. I'm gonna definitely be watching this shit more and more. I really hope he keep it going. He got 500K on the first weekend.
Nah, I hope he
That
keeps
shit
going
doing
too.
views. He doing numbers out
Because
here,
he
man.
knows what to talk about. Like when he was talking about Tekashi, and people was talking about like, yeah, giving this nigga high. He's not high. He's not high. He said he's hot. He's probably not the one of the. He's not on the Billboard or whatever, but he's hot. He's still hot. So like that's what he's saying. He said when I talked about Tekashi, my numbers went up. He said, Charlamagne, when you talked about Tekashi, believe it or not, your numbers went up. Charlamagne was like, but who's getting paid on that? Me. Nigga said that's irrelevant though. Like,
And that's not though.
but like, but he's trying to say is like,
See, that's the little thing where Casanova needs to take the little notes right there. Like
that's true. That's true.
That's not irrelevant to say, oh, you got paid off of it. So what? He got the clout and I got the money.
But
Who won?
Exactly, but that's a different race.
That's not. That's
Because
that's
he's
that's
winning the clout race.
that's
You winning
the-
the money race. You feel me? Like, and maybe he's still getting money off that clout.
but not. It's
But
not the
Charlamagne was
same.
missing that point. He was like, "How is this nigga making money off me?" He said he is because you gave him a platform to talk about. Your numbers went up, right? A lot of people. viewed
No,
him.
he's not
They
making
still
money
gonna-
off of Charlamagne. They make money off of everybody. They
No,
just sit there at the radio.
100%. But he's not making money off of Charlamagne. But he's making money off the fact that he was on Charlamagne's
Oh yeah,
show.
of course.
That's what he was trying to say. Though I felt him though. And Joe Budden's smart. I'm telling you, I like what he did with this show, and I really do think that he keeps on going with it.
I
too.
just need to know why niggas are smoking cigarettes in the house. Like, y'all are smoking cigarettes, and I ain't seen not one blunt go around that room. But niggas are smoking cigarettes left and right. Everybody in that
That
bitch,
shit look like a fancy ass trap
that
house, right?
ass. That was a beautiful trap house. I don't know what. I was about to shoot a video right after that
Facts,
shit. Like
nigga.
that, I was about to shoot the Gotti video right there. Like.
It's okay.
But yo, what time was that? What we looking at on time? What we got? What we got left?
12:30.
What we gonna talk about? Michelle Wolf ass? What you seen
Getting
that
over
shit? Yo, y'all
Michelle
seen the
Wolf.
White House correspondent? I be trying to make it seem like I
I
don't
seen
be
some
trying to
of it.
make
I
the
ain't
show
gonna-
seem too fake. So I be trying to do less transitions and shit and more of on to the next subject and just keep this shit like regular low key conversation, my nigga. Like
Yeah, at the end of the day, we still,
yeah, like I ain't
This
trying to
is
be
the
super
studio.
professional.
Where
This
the
is the
studio at?
studio. Once I pack this shit up, it's the bedroom, nigga. But yeah, like y'all see Michelle Wolf, dry ass, funny ass, like
Yo, I don't think she was dry. I just think that like, that humor ain't for us.
yeah, she had that Seinfeld humor. Like,
Facts, like.
but
that's
I
that
love
white-
Seinfeld, my nigga. Like,
That's that suit and tie humor. We don't
but
really
she was
understand
really
that
at the
shit.
White House Correspondents' Dinner, like letting shit go, like throwing white niggas under the bus for like being anti-abortion. But they mistress get abortions. Like, ain't that some shit? Like, it's always
I know they felt that.
it's always a
people put
white
their
man
head
to say
down.
some shit like
Some
that.
people looked to their right. Some people looked at their
Yeah,
wife.
like, other niggas was looking all around.
Their wife gave them that face.
People was looking around all confused, not knowing what was going on. Like, it was really like wild there. Like, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If y'all ain't see it, it's 19 minutes. 19 minutes.
That's
What
the whole.
fuck?
Damn, how
19
many
minutes.
light years is that, bro? Damn.
19 minutes. But yo, it's 19 minutes, my nigga. And it's funny as hell, but it's dry too. Like, but this white bitch is funny. Talk about Trump. She talk about a bunch of shit. Y'all should definitely go see it. I'm gonna play like 2 or 3 clips right now for y'all.
We are graced with Sarah's presence tonight. I have to say, I'm a little starstruck. I love you as Aunt Lydia on The Handmaid's Tale.
And then this other shit she said right here, my nigga.
Every time Sarah steps up to the podium, I get excited because I'm not really sure what we're gonna get. You know, a press briefing, a bunch of lies, or divided into softball teams. It's shirts and skins, and this time don't be such a little bitch, Jim Acosta.
Yo, she was really bugging the fuck out. Like, not for nothing. Like, this bitch was going off. Hold on, wait, this one.
And I'm never really sure what to call Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You know, is it Sarah Sanders? Is it Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Is it Cousin Huckabee? Is it Auntie Huckabee Sanders? Like, what's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women?
But yo, she was really
Nah,
going
but the
in.
way
Like,
that she ended it off, though, and she ended it off with the.
All right, like an immigrant who was brought here by his parents and didn't do anything wrong. I gotta get the out of here. Good night. Flint still doesn't have clean water.
and Flint still don't got clean water, everybody. That's the show. Thank you for listening. I'm your host, Nicholas David, a.k.a. New York Neek. Sitting next to me is my co-host and engineer.
Yo, thank you for listening, y'all. We'll catch y'all later. This is at another Guzman.
That's the show.
That's what you should have said right
Oh,
after.
we can fix that.
This nigga's
Hold on,
waiting.
let me fix it. And that's the show. I bet we
That
good.
was too loud, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
And that's the show.